Having a six-pack is the single most important thing you can do for an aesthetic body. It's more important than the size of your arms or how strong your bench press is, and in this video I'm going to give you brutally honest advice so that you can actually have abs. But first I'm going to tell you my story on how I first saw my six-pack, because I know that many of you are going to be able to relate to this. For the majority of my life, I was never an active person. I never took diet or exercise seriously, and this gave me a skinny fat look. And before I'd actually learned anything about fitness, my first instinct was to go onto YouTube and to look up how to get abs. And I fell for the trap that most beginners fall into. I was doing 10-minute ab circuit training every single day, yet I still couldn't see my abs. I was doing planks for 1 minute, still no six-pack. I would do high reps of crunches and leg raises to try and burn off my belly fat, and still no results. And it wasn't until I started researching fitness and actually lifting weights and taking care of my diet that one day I saw a glimpse of my six-pack for the first time in my life. And the feeling was so satisfying that it made me completely addicted to the gym. And that was 5 years ago, and now I'm going to give you the brutally honest advice so that you can actually get a six-pack like I did. And if by the end of this video I'm able to help you, maybe you could consider my one-on-one coaching. The first thing you have to completely understand about being able to see your abs is that it's going to take time, and I know that's such basic advice, but unfortunately it's true, and especially if you're currently overweight and you have a high body fat percentage. Fat loss is a long process, and the more you obsess over it every single day and look at the scale in the mirror every day, usually the more frustrated you'll get. One of my buddies that helped me out when I was first starting to go to the gym told me this piece of advice that I'll never forget. He said, don't look at yourself for a long time, and if you really want to see a transformation. And this is one of the biggest traps that people fall into when it comes to fat loss or just transforming their bodies in general, is that you look at yourself every single day to see if you're actually making progress. And I know it's satisfying to go to the gym in a tank top to see your muscles flexing while you're lifting in the mirror and just wanting to show off your gains, but just trust me, if you wear a hoodie every single day and you stop looking at yourself and you develop the patience to see the end result, you're going to see just how much you've actually changed. And the reason I'm saying this specifically for this video on abs is because I know how hard it is to remain consistent in your goal to get abs when it doesn't look like they're developing at all. This is the trap that most people who want to get into fitness fall into. It's like the people who sign up for New Year's. They try going to the gym and fixing their diet, and when they don't get jacked within 2 weeks, they just give up. And I'm telling you that having the skill of patience is the only way you'll remain motivated and consistent to actually get abs. And for me, it took about 3 months until I finally started seeing my six-pack for the first time, and I wasn't even obese. If you're overweight right now, trust me that it's going to be much longer than what it took me, and if you don't have the fortitude to suck that up, you're never going to have the dream body that you want. But that's just the mindset and attitude that I've talked about so far. What about the actual physical things that you have to do? Like I said in the beginning, following ab training videos on YouTube didn't get me a six-pack. So how did I actually get one? First, I'm going to clear up the biggest misconceptions I hear and mistakes that people make so that you can see how I actually got my results. So first off, no, you can't burn belly fat by training your abs. There's no such thing as targeted fat loss. The order in which areas you lose body fat are completely dependent on your genetics. There's no one fat burning exercise that will magically reveal your six-pack. And also, abs are not just made in the kitchen. This is common among bodybuilders and in the fitness influencer space that abs are made in the kitchen, but that's just not 100% true. Ab workouts are not completely unnecessary, and people think this because the core muscles get targeted in other exercises, so they think that having abs is just a matter of having low body fat. But if that were entirely true, why are there skinny guys without abs, or guys who go to the gym but still have a weak underdeveloped midsection? And it's because you actually have to still do ab training. Yes, your abs will get targeted in other exercises, but if you really want them to pop out, as I'm assuming most people do, then you actually have to train them. So with these two misconceptions out of the way, that you can just do ab exercises to burn belly fat and that having a six-pack is only a result of low body fat, you may have already figured out just how I got my six-pack and how other people got theirs. It's the combination of ab exercises and dieting down to a low body fat so that the abs are not just visible but defined. And the ab exercises aren't these crazy circuit videos you find on the internet. All I do, and what many others do, is simply 1 to 2 sets of some ab exercise that targets a large amount of muscles in the core, because the core isn't just the six-pack, but the obliques and many other muscles as well that you want to develop to have that complete aesthetic look. And this could look like 2 sets of lying leg raises for 20 reps, 1 set of 50 crunches, 2 sets of 15 crunches with weight on the decline bench, among many others. But the point is that you can just keep it simple, and you just need to have that right intensity. And this is why I like ab crunch machines, or using a plate like weighted plates or dumbbells to do crunches, because you can actually progressively overload as opposed to just using body weight. But the brutal truth about the ab training or having a six-pack, besides just the patience, isn't just that there's no easy way out, is basically what I'm saying. There's no easy way that, oh, you could just do ab exercises to burn the body fat away, or it's not as easy as just getting down to a low enough body fat and having a six-pack. There is a mix of hard ab training and dieting down. So if there's anything you need to take away from this video, it's that you have to be willing to wait a long time before you're actually going to see your six-pack, and that there is no simple fix to ab training like trying to target belly fat or just getting lean. You have to get lean and train your abs hard if you actually want to get shredded and solid abs that give you that aesthetic body look. And the abs are the most important muscles when it comes to aesthetics, but they look 100 times better when they're paired with a muscular body. So if you want to learn more about the aesthetic body, I highly recommend just watching some of my other videos where I explain and I go into weightlifting and bodybuilding. And if this video helped you, consider signing up for my personalized coaching. I'll customize your own workout and diet program to transform your life and build the aesthetic body of your dreams.